You're lucky there's somebody to fix it. Here's her. You're lucky there's somebody to fix it.
Camaraderie. De fighter captain atá Shahadu. Let me extend a warm welcome to everyone who graces us with their presence here today. We are joined by the elected members of our local authority and staff, and Chairman Peter O'Hanlon, Adam Carty, Aidan Campbell, Noel Keelan, and Jackie Crowe. Apologies from Carrickmacross. The Mayor of Carrickmacross and Noel Keelan will later play Reid. We wish to acknowledge the financial aid given to our committee by Monaghan County Council 2016 Implementation Committee, which is acknowledged on the base of our monument. In addition to the ceremony that we'll conduct this afternoon, a presentation of prizes will be made to the winners of the schools competition conducted by a committee run by Louise Carty and husband Colin, vice chairman of our committee. Again, financially supported by Monaghan 2016 Implementation Committee. A free exhibition of memorabilia will open immediately after the ceremony in the old library behind us. The school prizes will be presented there. Above all, let me welcome all the relatives of the volunteers from South Monaghan and further afield to join us here today. Tá fáilte róg gach. Later, Mrs. Bernadette Connolly, daughter of Patrick Riley, will unveil the memorial. I'd just like to mention the people who were arrested at the family volunteers in the years 1915 and 1916. Jimmy Downey, Patty Riley, William Loughran, Patrick Martin, Paddy Corrigan and Luke Morris. Later in 1915 and released in 1916, three more volunteers, Eugene Donnelly, James Ross and Jack Quinn. After the Easter Week Rising, 8 more family volunteers were jailed in Drumgoff, North Wales. P.J. O'Leary, James O'Brien, Tom Nolan, Tom Martin, Paddy Riley, Tom Ward, William Loughran and Francis de Burka. Francis de Burka may feature later in this deliberations. Many relatives of those volunteers still live amongst us and join us here today. We will proceed now with the formal part of our commemoration with the bugle from Steadfast Shoes Brass Band playing the last post. And after the last post, we have 1 minute silence. The Provisional Government of the Irish Republic. To the people of Ireland, Irish men and Irish women, in the name of God and of the dead generations from which she receives her old tradition of nationhood, Ireland through us summons her children to her flight and strikes for her freedom. Having organised and trained her manhood through her secret revolutionary organisation, the Irish Republican Brotherhood, and through her open military organisations, the Irish Volunteers and the Irish Citizen Army, having patiently perfected her discipline, having resolutely waited for the right moment to reveal itself, she now seizes that moment, and supported by her exiled children in America and by gallant allies in Europe, but relying in the first on her own strength, she strikes in full confidence of victory. We declare the right of the people of Ireland to the ownership of Ireland and to the unfettered control of Irish destinies, to be sovereign and indefeasible. The long usurpation of that right by a foreign people and government has not extinguished the right, nor can it ever be extinguished, except by the destruction of the Irish people.
In every generation, the Irish people have asserted their right to national freedom and sovereignty. 6 times during the past 300 years, they have asserted it in arms. Standing on that fundamental right, and again asserting it in arms in the face of the world, we hereby proclaim the Irish Republic as a sovereign independent state. And we pledge our lives and the lives of our comrades in arms to the cause of its freedom, of its welfare, and of its exaltation among the nations. The Irish Republic is entitled to and hereby claims the allegiance of every Irish man and Irish woman. The Republic guarantees religious and civil liberty, equal rights and equal opportunities of all its citizens, and declares its resolve to pursue the happiness and prosperity of the whole nation and of all its parts, cherishing all the nation of the children equally, and oblivious of the differences carefully fostered by an alien government, which have divided a minority in the past. Until our arms have brought the opportune moment for the establishment of a permanent national government, representative of the whole people of Ireland and elected by the suffrages of all her men and women, the provisional government hereby constituted will administer the civil and military affairs of the Republic in trust for the people. We place the cause of the Irish Republic under protection of the Most High God, whose blessing we invoke upon our arms, and we pray that no one who serves that cause will dishonour it by cowardice, inhumanity, or rapine. In this supreme hour, the Irish nation must, by its valour and discipline, and by the readiness of its children to sacrifice themselves for the common good, prove itself worthy of the august destiny to which it is called. Signed on behalf of the Provisional Government, Thomas J. Clark, Sean McDermott, Thomas McDonough, P. H. Pearce, Eamon Kant, James Connolly, Joseph Plunkett.
Could I now call on Bernadette to unveil the monument for us? I now call on a member of our committee, Aoife Castle, to present Bernadette with a bouquet of flowers.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to sing the ballad of James Connolly. There's one sort of change in the lyrics. The song always said James Connolly fell into a ready-made grave. If you actually study what happened, he was shot in the chair, so I always thought that was a little bit strange. So if we can all just sing James Connolly died bravely, a smile on his face, which would be a bit more accurate. A great crowd had gathered outside of Kilmainham, their heads all uncovered, they knelt to the ground. For inside that grim prison lay a brave Irish soldier, his life for his country about to lay down. He went to his death like a true son of Ireland, the firing party he bravely did face. When the honour rang out, present arms and fire, James Connolly died bravely, a smile on his face. flag was hoisted, the cruel deed was over. Gone was the man who loved Ireland so well. There was many a sad heart in Dublin that morning when they murdered James Connolly, the Irish rebel. God's curse on your empire, a cruel hearted monster. Its deeds they would shame all the devils in hell. There are many a sad heart in Dublin that morning when they murdered James Connolly, the Irish rebel. Many years have gone by since the Irish rebellion, when the guns of Britannia they loudly did scream, and the bold IRA faced them shoulder to shoulder, while the blood from their bodies flowed down Sackville Street. The forecourts of Dublin, the English bombarded, the spirit of freedom they tried hard to quell. On above all the din came the cry, no surrender. 'Twas the voice of James Connolly, the Irish rebel.
Committee. Read a poem by Punchy at the Burka that he wrote in Reading Jail on the 3rd of August 1916 as they were executing Roger Chestnut. Punchy at the Burka lived in Carrickmacross. He was the commandant of the Ulster Division of the Irish Volunteers, and he spent some time in Frongog. He wrote 2 poems. Both of these poems, the original copies of the originals, handwritten, are in our exhibition, which we hope someone just may come in this due later on. But I call now on Joan to read the poem.
One more life still, another martyr made. The price for Ireland paid in Pentonville. He has been hung around the prison gate. A mob how yells of hate, while still he swung. An English mob, like others time has seen, with lust of blood.
A laying of read by Councillor Noel Keenan, Mayor of Commemoration. Just a nice cup of hot tea and a biscuit if anyone wants it here in the corner. Thanks very much for coming. Well,